Watch and burn.
Hey everyone. So tonight tonight I'm going to kick off doing a bunch of videos about pretty much everything I own from Squarepusher. This has been like, wow, I started recording these in February 2022. Now it's December 2022, and I'm just starting to get onto Squarepusher now. I've decided to start with Big Loada. Well, that, and then I'm going to do Hard Normal Daddy, because I find that, well, wait, no, that's not true. I like pretty much everything Squarepusher's done, pretty much up until Oofabulum or however the fuck you pronounce that record. It's at that point that me and Squarepusher is sort of like there's a fork in the road, and I went one way and he went the other. But back during his like classic period, during like the Hard Normal Daddy, Big Loada days, he could really do no wrong, and Big Loada is a fantastic example of that. This EP, or full length, depending on how you want to look at it, I think a full length has to hit half an hour or a half an hour plus in order to be considered a full length. I think this is only like 28 minutes, or I'm not sure, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. This record or this EP or whatever it is, this has so many awesome songs on it. A Journey to Read 'Em, the 7 a.m. mix is on here. That is absolutely incredible. Come On My Selector, which is in a lot of ways sort of like Squarepusher's, like his single that everybody knows. Well, not everybody knows, but the people who know Squarepusher have definitely seen the video for Come On My Selector, and you probably love the song Come On My Selector. It is one of the more famous Squarepusher tracks. In the title, I'm not exactly sure what the title of that song is alluding to. I don't know if it wants you to ejaculate on something, or if this individual is saying to their selector that they have to get a move on, you know? So you either ejaculate onto something, or you're like, dude, selector, come on, we gotta go. You know, like you're like, come on, my dude. You're like, come on, my selector, let's get going. Or it's potentially involving a sex act. I'm not sure. But I love the song, and I absolutely love the video. And what else is on here? There's Vic Acid. Wasn't Vic Acid on here? Tequila Fish is on here. No, Vic Acid isn't on here. Fuck Adam. Tequila Fish is on here. Port Rhombus is on here. Problem Child's on here. I love the barn. I love how that ends with the barn. It's so fucking noisy. But this feels like, this is sort of like Squarepusher's like IDM classic era, when him and his fellow label mates like Autechre and Aphex Twin, they were sort of putting out their most classic material. And I would argue that, yeah, Squarepusher was pretty much doing the same thing. Tom Jenkinson was releasing all of his classic material through the mid to late 90s through the early 2000s, the majority of which would be released through the late 90s by way of, when was this? When did this come out? You would really think that I would look these things up before I started to discuss them. But of course, 97 again. Yeah, so here we go. And this is when he was having his stuff co-released by Trent Reznor's Nothing imprint. Unfortunately, Nothing Records is gone now. But Reznor always seemed to be ahead of the curve when it came to like new and exciting types of music. So for him to sort of jump onto the Warp Records bandwagon at this point in the 90s makes perfect sense. And this EP or whatever, this is amazing. There isn't a bad song on here. And what I do find problematic with a lot of Squarepusher's like releases is that he always tosses in a lot of like jazzy type bass shit. And it's just never really been my thing. And there are flourishes of that on this, but for the most part, this just stays straight like IDM electronic shit that I absolutely love. So I think I will leave it there. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes while I discussed Squarepusher's Big Loada. Like always, if you like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button, because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.